Speedrunning tactics. Haha. Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we activated the whole two switches, and now the front gateway is open, and we can make a beeline for the top of the Mechonis. Here we are, the fourth main power switch. Don't know about you, but it looks so fun and sparkle. And Ricky do want to ride. Dude, seriously.
Looks dangerous though.
Yeah. Also, the animation is not the most smooth, but still, it's pretty cool looking. Anyway though, before we get ahead of ourselves, someone learned a new art, and that would be Fiora and Melly learning the art books off screen. Hooray. Nope, Fiora actually learned Speed Shift, an aura which gives her double attack opportunity, therefore mitigating the use of putting double attack gems on Fiora. They can stack, but with Speed Shift, you don't really need it. You see what I mean about a Fiora? Most situations or most needs that you might have, Fiora pretty much has an answer for all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I can heavily appreciate that. Shulk, you would do well. You would do well to make sure that she was located for.
Mm-hmm.
You could say Fiora is high maintenance. I guess. Still though, I really like Fiora as a character, and both mechanic-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's just awesome. Anyway though, now let's get to the music really quickly. We were just briefly talking about this on off screen, but Mechonis Field doesn't actually sound like it's been changed that much. If we were to shut up for a bit. Thanks, buddy. You can stop any time, you know, being stuck on the wall. There! We don't go. You freaking serious? Anyway. I kinda skipped a step there. There we go. Anyway, let's talk about the music as going on here. We've seen orchestral soundtracks be remastered and redone throughout the entirety of this game. At least the remaster. Now let's get to a kind of downside to an area such as this. Now don't get me wrong, I do love Mechonis Field for both its game design and environment design. However, when you have synthesized music, it is very difficult to one-up it without changing like the arrangements. For example, I'll let you listen to what is the remastered version of the Mechonis Field, the soundtrack. And while we're playing, really briefly, we'll play the original soundtrack right next to it while we're getting involved with the minor little grunts here and there. it kind of sounds similar, doesn't it? Again, it's very difficult to make a synthesized soundtrack great.
Yeah, the only thing that sounds different is the very beginning of the remastered version.
Yeah, which is a bit of a shame, I will admit. But hey, let's get into something that's not disappointing. We have a bunch of enemies of which we have already taken down. These pretty much the guard dogs.
Hence the name.
Dogma and also grunts. There's Dogma, there's dogs and grunts. Oh no, there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not smart enough to come up with one. So we'll see you at the very end when all these dogs are being put down. When it's a group attack, you know what that means. You get a lot of decent stuff.
Sadly, no items.
Oh well. For that though, let's go in. And I will say, going forward, this isn't the last call. But if you have any business in Sword Valley, whoever it be, side quests, which of course there isn't none, but if there's any part in which you haven't explored or unique monsters in which you haven't beaten, this is one of your warnings. Die! You have just thrown your last flame, my friend, and you will suffer for it. We will take your stuff, and we will laugh at your fallen comrade's face. Look at him, scared. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Look at my choke derriere and suck it. I'm getting carried away, aren't I? Boy, this is really a high velocity elevator.
Yeah.
My god, I'm feeling the speed.
Shulk is definitely feeling it too.
Shulk, for once I agree with you. This is velocity at a snail's pace.
It wouldn't surprise me if they had to slow it down to avoid causing seizures in people.
Maybe. You serious? I mean, is it gonna end in like a massive kaboom? Or a massive explosion? Boy, this is sure taking a long time to load. I mean, let's face it, isn't that what all elevators are? Aren't they on like holding points for loading times?
Mm-hmm.
But really, that's the impact you leave. Game, I've used staplers which have had a better impact. But you know what has an awesome impact? Guys, this is an epic shot. If you couldn't tell, I got a bit of a boss fight coming up. I will say, going forward, have a hand in party control, as in when to hold back, or when to press on, or when to just do whatever. And should you wish, have some paralysis control as well. And mostly if you want to have some ether defense, should you wish. Dude, I'm loving this.
Are you okay?
She looks very tired. Should she not get some rest?
Thank you. But really, I'm okay.
No. We'll find a safe place to rest. We've hardly stopped since we left the village.
Ricky tired too. Ricky tummy rumble.
I'm with you. Time to park our...
Get down! A mech on assault! Can anyone see them?
Another vision. Nice one, Shulk.
No, it wasn't.
Shulk?
You did well to evade me. Just what you'd expect from he who wields the Monado.
That voice.
It's a faced Mechon.
Is there someone inside? What do we do, Shulk?
We fight. But don't kill him.
Thought you might say that.
Dude, I am loving this boss fight, and you'll see why in a little bit. First off, I want to point to Sharla. It's a long distance game, so your best bet, long distance character. Also have a Shulk Ryan for buffs, and also Monado help should you not have that. Here we have defense. That Mechon is a long ways away, and we have a lot of Mechon ahead of us. But as soon as we step up outside, visions occur, and we get attacks. Linear laser forward aims directly at Shulk and causes paralysis. This is a very creative boss fight, and I love it. Because if you dive back in cover, not only is the vision stopped, it is cancelled outright. But, like I said before, you step outside and it happens all over again. This is a war of attrition, and it's I just love it.
Yeah.
Basically, that paralysis causes your auto attacks to be hindered. Plus, you also want to keep your enemies very close to the barricades, because that can happen to Shulk should you not be careful. So have your AI partners very close to you if you can. Thankfully though, since it's ways away, you can hopefully have your party members and your arts also charge up. Luckily though, these guys are not much of a problem, and they're simply to be in the way. If I were to give one piece of advice, I would use these Mechon for what they are for. Simply building up the party gauge. This guy does have numerous attacks, which also pierce and cause a paralysis, as you can tell. But, as always, if you're quick, this can help. Another way in which it can help is if you have quick step. Despite being in fights, you can still move pretty quickly using that. So these tricks are also very deadly if you are careless, because if you step outside, they can topple you, and that leaves you pretty much a sitting duck.
Or if you have enough in the shield gauge, you can try and brute force it, but that's not recommended because you'd want to have the Monado ready to go.
Yeah, you can always do something like that, and dude, that was a bit cheap. I was clearly behind the barrier, and the attack didn't hit. Also, another thing you might notice, we are technically still in battle, so we don't get healed by not engaging.
And the tension goes down too when you're not attacking.
Yeah, this is very much a problem. And another problem is his attacks. Quick cannon. Basically, it's a quicker attack that hits you but causes the same paralysis effect. These enemies can be difficult because they can summon other Mechon and be a constant hindrance. They can either be more honeys, more tricks, basically support, or topple you outright. This fight is so multi-layered that I just absolutely love it. And of course, here we are with more enemies. On their own though, these guys are nothing much, because it's just simply, hey, they buff themselves up, but they haven't got much at the buff up regarding themselves. They're simply here to build up talent gauge, tension, for whatever you want to use them for. I just love this boss fight because it's so creative and just comes back from the norm. And what is Ryan doing? Ryan, you idiot! Ah man, I'm going after the big mech on myself. Ryan! Ryan, I am asking you to come here! Oh, Ryan, you... Ryan. Ryan! Ryan, I hate you!
That's why you need to have good eye on the party.
I wasn't even thinking that could happen, but no, I guess it does. Ryan, why would you do such a thing? Right, well, this is both a good thing and bad thing. Bad thing because we are about to die if we don't do something. Well, I guess we have no choice in the matter because now... Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, this is a very bad time to cool down. Oh,
Chain attack saved you.
Oh, baby. God, I love this. Right, let's heal ourselves up post-haste. Anyway, this is Jade Vase. This guy is a big, beefy guy, but on the upside though, however, this guy has one glaring weakness, and it's not because he shaky broken and toppled so forth. Once you get close to him, he doesn't really have much to do. His main gimmick is pretty much the paralysis in which you've seen and the long shot.
Yeah, his strength is ranged. He's a rangy boy.
Sharla!
Gado! It's you, isn't it? Please answer me! Let me see you! Gado! I knew you were alive!
Gado! Is that Sharla's boyfriend?
The destruction of the Monado. That is the will of Lord Egil.
Gado?
What do you mean, Lord? What's Egil done to you?
What's wrong, Gado? Why would you say that? Speak to me, Gado!
This world is in disarray. I must eliminate the cause of this disorder and restore the world to its original form. That is my duty. Nay, the will of the world. Now, the time has come. The time to restore order.
Gado! Stop!